All right. Now I've been joined by Gavin Clinton. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I'm enjoying Fort William, the weather.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been
Well,
really
it's nice
great
to-
for a couple of days, yeah?
Yeah. It's nice to see the sun again.
Yeah, actually get to know that it still is there somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess the sun is quite good for the things that you do as well. Can you tell
Yeah.
everyone what you do?
I suppose, yeah, the weather is quite a factor. Quite an important one, actually. I do a bit of street entertainment. People call it busking. And something I've been doing for the past five years now in Glasgow, and I actually started doing it in Fort William about 7 years ago.
All right.
And I've been making a living out of doing this, and I've really quite enjoyed it over the past years that I've been doing it, and I feel like I want to stop doing this now. You know, as much as I've enjoyed it, and other people as well, like especially tourists who come over and they appreciate it, like to hear that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Probably I think for the social reasons, because it's not really sort of widely made acceptable, you know, like to the people like locally, and even like staying in sort of in bigger cities as well. Usually if you're doing something like that in the street, it's perceived as you're not really doing much with your life, you know, you're not an
Okay.
academic or something like that.
They get the
Yeah,
they already have an opinion what
yeah,
this busking is about.
yeah, that's right.
But can you tell me what it's really about then?
Yeah, well, I first started doing it when I stayed down in London. I was working down there for 4 years, and it was through when I'd actually left the school. There was quite a bit of unemployment in Ayrshire, in a small town where I stay called Beath, and the only job that I could get when I left the school was like a YTS, or a community programme, and Beath was as big as the world was for me, and so I decided, well, I'll go down to London and I'll work down there and I'll see what I can do in music.
All right.
And actually, I never thought I'd end up doing street entertainment. What I'd usually do at the weekends, I would like venture into the city, into the centre of the city when I was staying in London. I'd go to Covent Garden, and I'd hear these people perform, and I thought they were actually amazing. And I thought, man, it'd be absolutely wonderful to be able to do that, you know. And but as I say, I never actually thought one day that I'd be doing that myself. And when I returned home back to Ayrshire, you know, I'd sort of felt kind of homesick, you know, and I thought, I mean, Scotland is my home really, and I think it was through actually staying down in London I got a wee bit more sort of romantic about Scotland,
Yeah.
and started singing like folk songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and I decided when I actually came up to the Highlands for a visit, I realised that, I mean, there's very little sort of folk music like made like available straight away, you know, unless you actually go out your way and you know what's actually happening actually in the music scene. And I thought, I mean, it's people like to hear this music. I thought, where is it? And I came up here and I walked into a pub and all I could hear was rock music or a karaoke.
Yeah.
And I thought, where's the folk music? So I decided, well, I'm going to play it on the street. And tourists approached me and they used to ask me, where can I hear this sort of music? And I says, well, actually, I don't know myself, you know. But and then I started getting sort of response from hotels and asked me if I could come in and play
All
to the
right,
hotels.
all right.
But eventually, I'm going to start doing that. But I decided just to keep it like on the street and entertain people, and I do it.
I think that's
for-
really great because
Yeah.
it's so nice when you come out, you know, out walking for a day and actually hear music and, you know, get a bit of, I can think as me as a foreigner and as a tourist,
Yeah.
you playing Scottish music, Scottish folk songs. It's nice because you get a bit of the culture.
Yeah,
As you say, when you go out on the pub, you get the rock music, and it's like, it's not like being home, but it's nice to get, you know, more of the very Scottish thing.
yeah.
So, I think you are from Ayrshire, are you?
Yeah, it's a nice part of the country actually.
Yeah.
So it's not as hilly as it is here in Fort William or Minton. It's like rolling hills. You know,
Oh
sort
yeah,
of
it's
birds
very
country.
dramatic here. I was,
Yeah.
you know, me getting here, I was amazed by the scenery. So, how come you choose to go to Fort William? And
Well, I think after me staying down in London, I used to think about like home a lot, and I didn't just think of this little grey town. You know, a nice town, nice surroundings as it is. I actually sort of think of Scotland as sort of vast. I thought I thought to myself, well, me staying away down here in London, I've not really seen much, of Scotland, and I realised there's a lot more to see in your own country, and you don't really have to go abroad. And I decided, well, I'll come to the Highlands and see what it's like here, because I just missed it. I love the countryside, and so I came up here, and I thought this is a good place to start. And I actually started playing the underpass, believe it or not, and I decided to, well, take it a stage further. I saved up the money and I bought an amplifier and went out in the high street and started playing, and I've never looked back, and that was like 7 years ago. But as I said, I want to sort of bring it to a sort of close now, and I know that I could still always go and do that, maybe even go abroad perhaps, and around Europe, which I've never did, and I'd like to cross the island and try it over there as well.
Yeah.
But I want to finish doing street entertainment now as a means of an income. Though it's not.
Doing the hotels and that's things now more. The more not every day standing on the streets and well, I've stood out in the street in all sorts of weather, even the winter as well. Oh yeah, it must be, because I think, as you said before, you're very exposed to the weather, as you say, and all people. What type of response and things do you get?
Well, I think the friends do I knew back home. No, actually, when I stayed in London, you change, and you experience new things, and you're always changing as a person.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, when I came home to Beath, I thought this town's sort of too small to me, because there's people that sort of remained sort of same, they think the same, and I've changed a bit, through being, like, having a wee bit more outlook and trying different jobs down in London and meeting different people. It's a lot more diverse, and it's very hard coming back home to a small town. But the people in, like, Beath, they didn't know how to react to me doing street entertainment. It's like, what's happened to Gavin? Oh, well, he's up in the street playing guitar. What's happened to, is he nuts or something? But I suppose they don't realise, like, where I'm coming from. And as I said, I started doing it for I play music. And I used to, at the time when I worked in the YTSs or community programmes, even when I worked down in London, I used to spend a lot of time just sitting in the house playing guitar. It's just for a love of music. I was basically just a bedroom guitarist. I used to sit up all night playing guitar and really excited about finishing a song. It's just for a love for music and entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I feel that street entertainment is about. It's not about the money, it's about loving music and loving to play music for people.
Yeah.
And
that's right. I suppose, like, I've had to put up with a bit of a stigma, the stereotyping attached to it. If you're playing on the street, it doesn't matter how talented you are, the fact you're on the street at all probably says me, well, maybe you're not good enough to be in the hotels, so you must be doing this, like, for the money. And it's not, it's basically just for the love of music. And I've even had, like, responses as well that I'm trying to change society, or I'm against society, and I'm not. I actually feel that I'm adding to the fabric of society. I'm giving something out, and I get an overwhelming response, especially more so from the tourists. But I suppose the people who are seeing you on a daily basis, the music's not from them, and you're actually intruding, in their space. And as much there's a degree of tolerance involved in it, I think some of the people do appreciate it, but I think the response I feel, it's more like they think that I'm doing it for the money, because you'll come past and they'll look, oh, how much money is he got? Oh, it's not made that much today. And it's not about money. The fact that I've been able to, like, pursue this, like, and continue doing this for a long time, the fact that I've been making, like, quite good money doing it, it has, like, encouraged me, like to continue doing it. If I never made money out of it at all, obviously I would pack in and go and get myself a job. But this is a hobby, and I'm able to earn a living out of something that I enjoy doing. So what's the point in going getting a job in Safeways? Safeways. I'd work in Safeways myself, but I'm just using an example. That I'd take a job, if it didn't pay, but it pays to do this, to pursue my hobby and do something that I love doing and entertaining people. And as long as I keep getting a response from the people, especially the tourists more so, they're enjoying it, then that's what made me to continue to doing it for this length of time, despite the stigma and the stereotyping that I've had to sort of put up with. Even like old friends as well, they say get a job, but why? I don't have to.
No, well, I think it's a lovely thing that you do.
Yeah, actually, thanks. So.
Well, we will hear a song from you as well, which will be the first one that you will play now for us.
Yeah, there's a song, it's written by a guy at Don McLean. It's called Vincent, and I like this song in particular. I was actually staying down in London at the time, and the only song that I knew really of Don McLean was American Pie. And I didn't realise that he wrote that song called Vincent. I think it's a really beautiful song, and I'll give you it now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Starry, starry night, picture palette blue and grey. Look out on a summer's day, with eyes know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and with the chills, in colours on the snowy linen land. But now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflecting Vincent's eyes of china blue, colours changing hue, morning fields of amber grain, weathered faces light and pain are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. But now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like the strangers that you've met. The ragged men in ragged clothes, the silver thorn of bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. But now I think I know what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will.